YouTube, my friends. Yes, it is your boy Armand here, back again for E equals MCU. And in this edition of Don't At Me, I want to dive in and do a quick review of The Eternals and why I feel this is the most underrated MCU movie. Now, quick disclaimer, although this is the most underrated MCU movie, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a top 10 MCU movie. And I will be doing updated rankings of my MCU movies a little later. But I did want to go over a couple of things on why I feel like this movie is special. Upon watching it and rewatching it on Disney Plus, I feel like Chloe Zhao really brought her own take to an MCU movie on this film. You could clearly see her influence throughout the film, and this for me is telling, because Kevin Feige, normally they get a bad rap for being cookie cutter movies and, you know, the Disney Marvel formula and this, that, and the third. And I think what you're starting to see here throughout Phase 4 and with the upcoming Sam Raimi movie, the reports are it's a very Sam Raimi-esque movie. And I feel like that's what this was with Chloe Zhao. Now, with that said, I don't know if I necessarily need or want more Eternals story, because I don't know where they go from here. Spoiler warning, they did introduce Pip the Troll and Star Fox, but I'm not sure exactly where their story goes on from here. But as a one-off for this particular film, I really like what they tried to do. I like the ideology, and I like how they took a lot of the real myth and lore, and that's what this is based off of from the comics. They really brought all of that to life and infused it into the MCU in a very cool way. Now, I loved all of the characters in this. I didn't think I would. I went into this movie thinking I probably wouldn't like it, and actually loved this film. Angelina Jolie is I would love to see her and Wonder Woman go head to head. Like, that's how badass she is in this film. I think that of course Icarus and the story that he plays in this, I would love to see him and Superman go head to head in this film. And just how they separated, Gilgamesh, Kingo, Makari. Is it Bakari or Makari? I'm not sure. She was my favorite, though. Just the way they did her powers and the speed element, and how she was one of the fighters. And then how they had the other five kind of more of the philosophers or whatnot, having the name is escaping me now. I should have wrote the names down. But the other five, I really like how they all played a part in the shaping of man and our evolution. And I think that's what makes this so insightful to me, because they really took a lot, and I think this is more so from Kirby. He really took a lot from the Ancient Aliens aspect of the history, and I'm a big Ancient Aliens fan, and I saw some of the theories and some of the things in this, like for instance the Council of Nine, with the whole Ancient Aliens thing. And I kind of feel like with Ajax being the mom or the leader of this, and how I see what they did here. And a lot of people may have a problem with that, but they made a very racially diverse cast and almost tried to kind of represent almost everyone in a sort of way. That could kind of be tied into the whole Ancient Aliens thing. And again, if you're not familiar with Ancient Aliens and the whole Council of Nine and the 9 different aliens and all of that, I mean, you'd have to do a little research on that if you're going to get into that. But same thing with them using the deities and like Tiamat, and a lot of those things are real actual theories and things that are withstanding in the ancient alien community, if you're into that. So I like how they took all of that and tied that into a story, but tried to make it MCU. All of the locations, Mesopotamia and all the places they were at throughout history, are all actual big places in the history of man and where things took place. So it's like they kind of played with that, and they made it very meta. And that's something that Marvel has been doing for a while now. And I think that's what gives their films a more intriguing appeal to them, as well as them adding in anything to be meta with, and I mean like the whole Batman and Superman reference and stuff, as to say that those characters or those myths exist in this world of the MCU just like they exist in our world. So I really do see what Kevin Feige was trying to do with this film and what they accomplished, and I think they should really hang their hat regardless of what the box office is on this. I feel like if this film came out in a time period where there was no pandy, it probably would have made 700 to 800 million and been okay. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers on it are kind of low. A lot of people, like I said, didn't like it. I think it's something upon further watch, once you can watch it and get into it, you'll appreciate what they went for, and what, in my opinion, what they kind of was able to deliver with this film. They've been taking big swings as of late with WandaVision, Loki. I believe the upcoming Moon Knight is going to be a big swing for them, and I think Eternals was a big swing for them, just to do something different and expand the universe that much further. So I'm really interested in the comment section for those of you that have been able to watch this film multiple times. Do you like this film? Do you agree with me? Is this the most underrated MCU film in the Pantheon so far? Because there's been like a lot of other films, and if you've seen my rankings, you know how I feel about the Ant-Man series and the Thor early movies, and you know, some of the Iron Man movies. You know, those films were what they were. I feel like this film ranks above a lot of those, and I you know, shout out to I had a subscriber send me his list of movies, and he had Eternals dead last. Like, no shame, he had it right there, boom, at the bottom. So I really am interested to see how you guys feel about this film, if it's underrated to you, or if you just really didn't like it and why you didn't like it, you know. So let me know down in the comment section. I mean, that's all I got. It's just a quick review. I just wanted to throw this out there, that to me, this is the most underrated MCU film. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Don't at me, but actually at me. That's what it actually means. Let me know how you feel. This is my opinion. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you made it all the way to the end, which few of you do, but make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and send me a comment, and I will respond. Until next time, guys, it's your boy Armand for E = MCU. I'm out.